Back to session 22 of D&D. Where we last left off was... Yes. The party had just finished the clearing out the revolt that was happening in that section of the city, and they made their way back to the inn. And as they were going, and as they arrived at the inn, they found what appears to have been a battle that happened there. And the innkeeper came out and motioned them to come in. As they were going inside, they could see several parts of the city were on fire, since there was large plumes of smoke coming out. Large plumes of smoke everywhere. Now, the characters have leveled up and are now in the inn, trying to regroup and restock and heal up and figure out their next plan, since they're kind of trapped in the city now. Now then. You guys are in the inn, and you can see there's a few people here and there. There's some injured people, some people treating the wounded, and there is you guys that are in the inn now. What do you do?
I'll ask the innkeep if he knows where there's still fighting going on.
As you say that to the innkeeper, he thinks, well, as you saw, there are several plumes of smoke coming from different parts of the city. There could be enemies there that you could fight. But right now, I suggest either go to the palace or so you can figure out what to do with the king, or make a plan with the king. And try to make your way out of the city.
Well, making plans isn't really my specialty, so
Yeah.
I could probably do that to my other party members and try to clean up a few stragglers on my own.
Alright, so you're gonna head off on your own and fight people?
Unless anyone else wants to join me.
Hmm, let's see, there's Sora Johnson. Hello, Crow, do you exist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still out. I'm still.
What?
As far as I'm concerned, I'm still knocked out. So
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we level up and all that, but yeah, I'm just gonna.
You're gonna take a very long nap.
I'm gonna work on healing Crow.
Alright. Well, for Crow, there are several wounds and gashes. The blood has stopped flowing, though the wounds are still open, so they are prone to infection.
Yeah, so the sooner we heal them, the sooner they'll be better.
Yes.
Medicine check. Just do medicine check since, according to level up rule, I already have full HP.
Let's just pretend that you don't right now. We're RPing. We're RPing.
Ah, okay.
Can I use healing word on him?
Yeah, you can.
Then let's do that.
So you bring out your hand, and with a glow, with a yellow bright glow, you speak out the words for healing word, and Crow has been healed to some extent, since healing word doesn't fully heal someone. The wounds are now closed, but Crow is still exhausted and heavily injured. And Kurai Kage, I'll just go with Kurai, is still unconscious, but will wake up soon enough. Just very groggy and tired, because they had a near-death experience. And as for Johnson, if only Dark was here, but as for Johnson, he says that he'll head towards where the king is, to, you know, figure out what to do now.
Well, I'll stay behind and guard Crow and help some of the people in the vicinity with healing word to try to help with the masses of injuries.
You know, healing word is still a limited amount of uses.
I know.
Do medicine checks instead.
Okay, do medicine checks.
Alright. Well, there are a few injured people around you, with what seems to be a broken arm and a sprained leg, or a knee. A sprained knee. There's one with a very large gash on their back, as they're laying on their front stomach, and there's one who, well, seems to be amputated. He has a missing arm.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how bad is the missing arm? Is he still pouring blood, or is it already starting to heal?
The arm is bandaged up. It's called cut all the way up to his elbow. It's bandaged up, but it's blood red from what you can see, so it's still fresh.
Okay.
Eglath, you go out exploring and follow the trail, the plumes of smoke and fire that are coming from the distance, and you spot a few rebels that seem to be guarding certain sections of the city, so no one can get in or out.
How many do there seem to be on the way to the main gate?
What? Can you repeat that?
How many does there seem to be on the way to the main gate?
There's at least a dozen.
Do I know of any other ways out of the city or just through there?
There are three. There are three ways of exiting the city. Though one is secret, so you don't know that one. You only know the north gate, which is over here, and the south gate, which is over here.
Okay.
The two gates we have used before. Hahaha.
I think I'll work my way towards the north gate, trying to clear out people there.
Alright. So as you make your way to the north gate, you can see a few patrols of rebels, and there seems to be and from the distance you can from a very long distance you can hear some clashes of metal and grinding. And
Um,
as you think, there might be a fight happening currently.
and I'll try to make my way over to the fight as quickly as I can to help out whoever's fighting against the rebels.
Alright. You run up to where from where you hear the fighting, and after a minute of running, you find a group of 3 guardsmen, uh, somewhat injured, near a wall. You see that they're getting backed into a corner, and there's 6 rebels there. A few seem to be injured, but not that heavily. And from what you can also see from the guardsmen, there's at least 1 dead on their side.
Okay, I'll just rush up behind the rebels and start attacking them if I can.
Okay. Well, with the element of surprise, uh, you rush behind the group of 6, and which one are you gonna target? The ones closest to the guardsmen, or the ones furthest from them?
I'll probably start with the ones further away so I don't interrupt the guardsman's tempo.
Alright. Do you want to rush and charge them, and like slam them to the ground, or with a battle axe use a swing? You describe what you
I'll
want to do.
I'll just charge at them and using my momentum try to give my Winter's Howl some more force to try and just cleave them as hard as I can.
Alright. Well, with your sudden charge, the rebels hear footsteps behind them getting closer and closer, really fast, and they see a 7-foot tall Goliath. Then they're like 4 feet tall. So something that's 3 feet taller than them rush at them with a giant great axe that seems to be freezing, as there seems to be a frosty air surrounding it, and a frosty trail from it as well because of the air that's cold. And as you charge towards the one in the back, you ram into one with your shoulder, and when you're doing that, your great axe hits another one in the chest, cleaving right into him. And now, they are fully aware of your presence.
I'll call to the guardsmen that assistance has arrived.
The guardsmen look relieved, and they start to fight back harder now. And instead of being slowly backed into a wall and a corner, they push the 3 in front of them slowly back, and two of them managed to kill one of the rebels. One with a one hit a rebel in the head with his warhammer, and the other stuck his halberd through the guy's head.
Nice. I'll help the guards clean up the rest of these rebels. It shouldn't be too hard, and then we'll go around seeing if we can rescue any more guards to build up a small militia to take out the rest.
All right. Now it's a 4v4, as two of the guards are dead. One is knocked on the ground, and the other two are caught off guard and somewhat surprised. So you have a chance of attacking them, or you have a chance of regrouping with the guardsmen.
Since I would like to keep these guards alive, I'll regroup with them and from there attack the rebels.
All right. You make your way past the guards that are surprised, and you are now standing beside the three guardsmen, and the rebel that you knocked onto the ground gets up, and is somewhat disorientated, but now ready for fighting, as the other three rebels are now fully alert.
All right, well, let's give these damn rebels what they deserve. Nice welcoming party.
All right. And with that sudden burst of, well, with that speech, or monologue, I guess, mini monologue, the guardsmen are filled with motivation, and you guys eventually defeat the group of rebels. Now we are going to switch to Ali. Ali, what are you gonna do now? You're in the inn treating the injured. Crow is mumbling to herself, but you can see that she's on the verge of consciousness.
Stay close by Crow, because I feel like it's not right to leave someone who is like that side. But I'm also going to try to heal those, at least the one with the big old gash and the one with the missing arm. I want to try to do medicine checks on both of them one at a time.
Alright. So do your medicine check. Which one do you want to do? Do it first on? The one with the gash or the one with the missing arm?
I feel that the one with the missing arm is a higher priority, but both of them are high risk, so I would definitely say they're both high priority, but missing arm's more.
Alright, so you come up to the person with the missing arm, and you can see that they are writhing in pain, and with your very high medicine check, you treat him with some herbs, well, I guess narcotics, somewhat, some herbs, to make the pain go away, and you apply a little more pressure on the wound and apply a fresh set of bandages, so the wound doesn't get infected.
Okay.
And the one with the missing arm seems to have calmed down now and is now resting, with lots of sweat all over his face.
You want me to roll for the second one?
Alright. You now come up to the second one, with the large gash on his back, and roll your medicine check. 21, also very high roll. With your knowledge of medicine as a druid, you were able to apply some salve and put and some type of herbal medicine so the wound doesn't get infected, and there's no likely signs of infections, and you start to patch him up with a fresh set of bandages. You can
Okay.
see that he's fully calm, not in pain anymore.
All right. So that just leaves the other two.
Yeah, one had a sprained arm and the other, no, a broken arm, and the other
No,
had
one had a broken arm and one
Yeah.
had a sprained ankle.
knee, not ankle.
Knee. You told me ankle originally.
I said knee.
Okay.
You said leg or something first, but
Yeah, no, I said leg and then I said knee.
Okay. All right. So do you want me to roll for them too, or do you want me to wait until Eglaf has another turn?
Let's switch to Crow now, so Crow gets some action.
Sounds
Uh,
good.
Crow, you eventually wake up and you are somewhat dazed, though you can see that you are in a familiar surrounding.
Either I drink too much or I get hit quite hard enough. This isn't the dungeon.
No, it is not.
No, that's what I mumbled.
Yeah, Elaces is there helping out the innkeeper, and he comes up to you. The hell are you saying? No, we're in the inn.
Ah, I thought I got captured or something.
No, you got knocked unconscious after you nearly died.
Well, I guess that's that. Thanks for helping me, I guess.
You should thank Kira. She's the one that healed you. Now get up. We got a
Playing
city.
D&D.
Now get up. We've got a city to burn. I just had to make that reference.
Looking a bit concerned, I get up from the bed and walk down to find Kira. Uh, yeah, Kira Lee.
Yeah, Kira Lief. You come down the stairs from up where the inn, the rooms are, and you find Kira treating wounded.
I'm going to walk up next to her and do a help action to give advantage to her checks and say thanks for helping me to her.
All right. Kira, you have advantage on your medicine checks for the final two injured in the room that you can see.
Okay. You want me to do that now?
Yeah.
You want me to do it twice since I'm doing it for both of them, or once?
Do it twice. Alright, 21 and 24. Alright, so the one with the broken arm,
Okay.
you find a
I'm listening.
splint. You find a stick and use it as a splint, and you slowly and you also give the guy some herbs, so anesthesia, so he doesn't feel any of the pain. And you slowly put his arm onto the splint and wrap it up, so his arm is now straightened and slightly bent, so you know the elbow can bend, but but now the arm
Okay,
is
get me
now
right close.
set, and you also set the arm in place and tighten the splint around his arm.
Night
He
clothes.
he seems to be doing fine now. And the guy with the sprained ankle, you get some thick bandages, and you wrap it around his knee. No, first off, you put some herbs in on the bandages, so there's some pain relief, and you wrap it around his knee so it doesn't hurt as much, and and he can use his leg now, but he's now fine.
Okie dokie.
Now let's see. Oh yeah, and while Crow was helping you, you hear Crow say, "Thank you for helping me."
Did he actually tell you to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing heavy role play. I'm trying to make it fun. Well, not that heavy, but I'm still trying to make it fun. And now to Sora, who is prepping some things, and with Kodak and Theodore, she's looking at some items of interest. And if Sora was here, I would have described what they were. Then we switch to Johnson, who is slowly sneaking his way around the city so not to get caught into any fights, so he can go to the palace, where it seems to be much more safer. And then now back to Eglath, but uno momento, I need to use the restroom.
Alright, have a nice trip.
Wow, that was a wonderful role play.
Also, wow, the advantage sure knows how to keep it in the 20s, huh?
Mm-hmm. So I think I have realized my medicine checks are spot on, where my healing word does hardly anything.
Yeah, healing word is a pretty low tier healing spell, so
But can you use medicine checks in the middle of a battle?
I think you technically can, but it would take like your entire action instead of healing word being able to be used as a cantrip, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense.
Healing word is
I
kind of just
think I'm
like a
trying to find loopos, if you don't mind me saying, to try to help more, because I seem to be the only person that's a partial healer in the group.
yeah.
So don't worry about trying to exploit loopholes because that's kinda a thing in the game. Like you want to pack as much action as possible. By action I mean like things to do because the more you can do, the more you affect the battlefield.
Yeah. Well, healing word is nice, but I want to be able to heal y'all more because I feel like I don't do enough for the party. I hope I'm making sense.
Makes sense.
I don't know. I've never really played a druid, so I'm not sure the best way to play them. So
I've never played a druid before either. I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go.
yep.
If I disappear sound wise for a little bit, it's because I'm putting a kid to bed because she's obviously sleepy.
All right.
So I'm trying to hold off, but I don't know how well this is going to work because she's obviously going to keep up.
What are Sora's invocation again?
What?
At level 2, Warlock gets 2 invocation. So I was wondering, what's Sora's invocation again? I know one it's the pushing thingy since she she has been pushing people 10 feet back. But what's the other one?
No idea.
So what's
I
happening?
don't even know if we've said it.
What's happening?
Sora's invocation.
Hmm?
Was just wondering about it.
Okay. Alright, where we left off was with Eglaf. So Eglaf, you and the 3 guardsmen are now patrolling around the city trying to find more people to join you and try and form a militia. While you're doing that, you do find some patrols of rebels that you guys take out, and you guys come up to an alleyway where you can see a few, at least 5 guardsmen that are hiding there. A few are heavily injured, at least two. Uh, One seems to have a missing leg, while the other one seems to have a hole in their shoulder collarbone area.
Um, well, I'll I guess we'll head into the alleyway to try and see what we can do for them. Get the ones that are still able to fight to come with us, and maybe bring the injured ones somewhere where they can be helped.
All right. Well, you go inside the alleyway, and you can see that the three guardsmen that are guarding there are very tense, and they look at you and ask, "Who are you?"
I'm an adventurer that has come to this city, and I am here to assist you.
All right. And as they say that, they look down after looking up at you, since you're 3 feet taller than them at least.
Yeah.
And they can see the three group of guardsmen, no, the three guardsmen that are with you, and they have a sigh of relief. So they aren't as skeptical of you now. So they do trust you now.
Okay.
And well, they now hug as and are now relieved because they actually have some people that they can help. And the one that looks, well, much more heavily armored seems to be the de facto leader, and says, we need help to get these two that are injured to somewhere safe. The alley won't be safe anymore. We've seen more patrols coming here and there.
Well, we cleaned out the people that were attacking the castle, so should we bring them there and maybe start up a little uh, uh, medic camp or something like that?
Probably that is where the king would also be, and that is most likely the safest place there as well. We'll have protection
All
from
right.
extra walls.
Then let's start making our way there. Um, if they need to be carried, one of you guys carry them, and I'll try to protect you on the way there.
All right. And then he orders two of the guardsmen to pick up the two injured that are there, and you guys slowly make your way towards the castle, or the main keep of the main castle in the city. And on your way there, you find, well, lots of dead bodies. There seems to have been battles going on here and there. But you do pick up at least four more guardsmen along the way.
Start to get a decent sized group here.
Yeah, so you have you have at least 10 people with you now, with two injured, so that makes a total of 13.
All right. Should be able, once we get these guys to the keep, we should be able to go around a little more confidently to take out some larger rebel groups.
Yeah. And as you guys are making your way towards your keep, you can see that the patrols are increasing as well. The keep is now the keep is, well, going to be besieged soon. So you guys
Well,
can try and fight your way through a large group of enemies, or you can try and find a secret alleyway to try and get to the keep. Or you can fight through at least a thin group of enemies that are in some parts, like some alleyways, or a flank.
How many people are at the thinnest section?
At least 7.
Okay.
The thickest has at least 20, 40 being the most.
I vote we find the secret tunnel, because if they think we're all in there, they won't come after us and start looking for the king.
Well, you also forget that the king can easily take care of the castle, but well, since he's the king, he can't really abandon the city. So he's staying in the keep, so they can't get in. So they're trying to at least amass a very large group of people, at least trying to get to 100. And since
we're trying to get to the keep, right?
Well, you're still at the inn with Crow, Elaces, and Sora.
I know.
But
we're trying to get to the keep.
Yeah. But you don't know where Eglath is, and nor do you know. Well, no, you do know where Johnson is, though. He said that he's going to the king.
Well, I think I'm going to take my tower shield out and try to push through the thinnest area and have 2 people carry the injured to the keep, make a run for it, while the rest of us try to take out the group of 7.
Alright. As you try and find your way towards the thin part of this flank, well, of the line that's trying to besiege the keep, you find the thinnest group. They have at least 6 people there, with one with a lookout, ready to call reinforcements if needed, and they have a rifle with them as well, and what seems to be a projectile that can be launched into the air. And from what you can recognize, it is a firework.
This seems to be troublesome.
Yeah. You do in the current group that you are in, well, yeah, in the current group that you are in, there is at least 2 people with crossbows. No, make that 3.
Then let's try to have the people with crossbows take out the lookout and possibly the person with the firework. And then the rest of us charge in with the element of surprise to see if we can make a hole.
Alright. The person with the firework is the lookout.
Okay, then let's just have the crossbowman and I'll try to take out the lookout.
Alright. You order the crossbowman to get ready to take out the lookout with the rifle, as you tell the rest of the group to prepare to charge through this line. They seem somewhat skeptical, but trust your judgment and get ready to charge through, while the 2 that are currently carrying the injured also prepare to charge through as well, staying in the middle of the group, as that is the most safest option currently. The crossbowmen get into climb up some ladders onto the roofs and get ready to shoot the lookout. They are waiting for a signal for you to tell them.
Once I see that they're in position, I guess I'll kind of just give them a wave of the hand, and as I do that, I'll start charging forward with my tower shield.
All right. With the wave of your hand, you prepare your tower shield. Place it right in front of you. But have it a little lifted. You're using both of your hands currently, and since you are using the charge shield to charge through, you do not know which direction is which currently, besides forward, because since there's no, well, you don't know which direction it is now, considering that the tower shield is as is as tall as you are, at least 6 feet tall. So you can see just above it, but you have to tuck your head down if you want to stay in cover.
Yeah.
And with the wave of your hand, and as you proceed to charge, the group of the three crossbowmen shoot. At least one hits the lookout in the leg, and the other misses and hits the wall behind the lookout, and the other one manages to hit the lookout in the neck. So they're
Good
not.
enough.
So yeah, the lookout is now bleeding out and dying. Slowly though, so they still have a chance of setting the firework off and calling for reinforcements. And as you're charging, the rest of the group charges with you at the front and the injured in the middle, while the people with the pole arms are to your flanks, and the rest are surrounding you at the sides and back. And the group of rebels here, what sounds to be very large, yeah, the group of rebels hear your guys' footsteps coming behind them very fast, and they are caught off guard as you proceed to ram through the line, and you hit two in the face with your tower shield and knock them out, while the rest manages to kill at least two others, and the crossbowmen proceed to get down from the roofs and also follow up behind you as they get ready for another shot towards the group of rebels.
Okay, I'll tell those carrying the injured and two others to make a break for the keep while the rest of us finish off the remaining rebels here.
All right, and as you do that, yee. Well, from the, as you ordered the four, well, six in total, but the four to get through, you open up a way for them to go through, and from the distance you can hear a and you hear a very large explosion. The firework has been set off, and you guys have your presence has now been alerted to the rest of the rebels that are besieging the keep. And there are, I think, what, at least three. Yeah, no, there's at least three that are capable of fighting, while you have knocked out two, and another two are dead.
Well, uh, I'll using one of the hand axes I keep, just on my belt or something like that, I'll try my best to take out some of the remaining ones, and then try to find a tight alleyway to bunker down, and with my tower shield and try to hold out.
Well, you whip out your hand axe. Are you gonna try and throw it?
No, I'll just use it to directly slash at the guys.
All right. As you get out your hand axe and proceed to fight the remaining three that are capable of fighting. And you guys, and after a minute or two, you have won the fight. Though, you guys can hear footsteps in the distance coming to your location. The de facto leader of the group says, we need to head towards the keep now. We can't stay here.
Well, um, you guys start heading there. I'll block the alley for just a little bit with my tower shield to give you guys a quick head start.
No, you need to come with us. You need to come with us, or you're going to get surrounded completely. You cannot handle this many people.
I can't handle them, but I can sure as I'll rush through them.
Yeah, well, they have. He just looks at you with surprise. Did you forget that they have rifles? They can go through your shield, or at least make a dent in it enough to go through your shield.
This shield has blocked a few rifle bullets in its time, so I'm sure it can block a few more for me as I'm making my way.
Ugh, do whatever you want. And he proceeds to go with the rest of the group towards the keep. And there you are. You can slowly see, uh, and you get ready for with your shield and block the alleyway. And from behind the tower shield, you can see at least uh 10 at least 10 to 12 people coming rushing towards you, ready to kill you. What do you do in this situation?
Um, well, uh, I will try to hold my ground until they get closer, and once the closest people are within about 5 feet of me, I'll activate the Howl of Winter ability on my Great Axe.
All right. They After 30 seconds, they find at least 4 people manage to reach close enough towards you, or at least in 5 feet of you.
Okay, I will activate my Howl of Winter to try to turn them into ice sculptures to block the ones behind them.
All right. Uh, what was the DC again? 16.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, fail. Fail. One doesn't freeze. So as the three charge towards you, two end up being frozen in ice, while the third one just feels a blast of cold and stops in his tracks.
Using that moment where they have stopped and two of them are blocking the path of the ones behind them, I'll use that moment to put the tower shield on my back and make a break for it.
Alright. You put your tower shield onto your back, and now you bolt across towards the keep. And you can hear a few rifle shots as you feel thunk thunk thunk. They hit your tower shield, and you can feel dents in the tower shield onto your back, and some pain from it as well, because the metal is pressing into your back.
Yeah,
And
hurts a bit, but better than getting shot directly.
and you eventually reach the keep. And you're now inside as the gates close behind you.
Nice.
You are now inside the keep, where the first set of walls were before. Remember,
Yeah.
yeah, that from where the first set of walls were, you are now in the keep, and the second set of walls surrounding the main part of the keep is looming in front of you. And you can see on the walls and towers that there's ballista on it and catapult along with a few onagers. And no, an onager is a catapult. I mean trebuchets.
Well, as soon as I make it into the keep, I suddenly become a lot more timid in my actions, um, due to the fact that there are castle walls that I am inside of.
Yes. Your PTSD from walls. Alright. I am going to now switch back to the rest of the group, which are still in the inn. So, Elaces and Sora get everything ready to set up to head out. They are now waiting for Kurai and Kira. Hello. Kira? Ali?
I think
We're ready.
Alright.
We're ready to go find the secret tunnel.
Okay, you don't. Okay. You want to find the secret tunnel,
Alright.
you need to find out where it is first. And you have no idea.
Or what are we doing? What does everybody else want to do?
Well, currently I am
Crow?
controlling two of the characters that are here, so there's literally only Crow, and Crow said that he's in the bathroom.
Okay. I mean, if we go through people, I'm not the best fighter, so.
I mean, you're still support.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
plus your rapier can lock down a few people for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Alright, if we want to go through the crowd, we can.
Hmm. Alright then. Uh, let's see, what can I have you guys do while we wait for Crow? Hmm. Let's see.
While waiting for Crow, I go to the innkeeper and thank him for his hospitality and for taking good care of us and letting us in.
Of course. You are my patrons after all. Patrons as in customers.
Is there anything else that we can do before we leave?
Mm, try and stay safe, but no, not really.
Okay. Well then our farewells are in order. May we see each other again.
Indeed, I will need your patronage. I would like your patronage anytime.
Appreciative.
Ooh. Da, 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 da. Mm. Okay. So, Crow is not back. Da, 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 da. In like 20 more minutes, we're gonna take like a small break so you guys can get some snacks or something. If you want.
Alright.
Or actually, no, scratch that, make that 6. Oh, is Crow back? Alright, Crow. Alright, so Egloth is now in the keep. I switched back to you guys in the inn. Everyone is prepared. Everyone is prepared to leave now and head towards the keep.
And I guess I'll just prepare my spear in my arm, in my left hand, and prepare with them. I don't know.
Okay then. Alright. So, you guys are now prepared to head out from the keep. Or no, head out to the keep. As you exit the inn, you guys can see that a few places the smoke has stopped, but there are still sections of the city that are taken over by rebels. So you have to be careful while heading towards the keep. And you guys can see where the keep is because it's on a very tall hill, or mountainy hill.
Last time when we got to the inn, it's about dusk, right? Like evening.
Yeah,
So this
but it's
should be about night, right? Nighttime.
yeah, it's around sunset now. It's well past that, but the moon is low currently, low hanging. I'm pretty sure it wasn't evening. I'm pretty sure it was.
Is
Mm,
then I'm not
Wait.
really sure. I just
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was morning now, not evening. Or no. Oh wait, no. I think last time I said it was sunset. So it is now nearly the evening time. So you guys better hurry up and get towards the keep, or nighttime is gonna become even more dangerous because it's you guys can barely see.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they
So
have dark vision.
The only person that has dark vision is
me.
yeah, the tabaxi.
Well, since it's night and low hanging, it should be about dim light, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could potentially use shadow steps, but yeah, we should definitely do stealth for this. I'm not sure we have the equal AC deal with this.
Mm.
How many routes do we have to reach the keep from where we are?
What?
How many routes do we have to reach the keep from where we are?
The distance?
Or routes, like
Oh, routes. You have at least 4.
which one have the most smoke?
The most what?
Which route have the most puff of smoke coming out from the area?
The second and third one.
Okay, so that means they are either still occupying the area or had moved on to conquer other area. So which one do you think we should take, Kira? Second or third?
There's 4 in total.
You say
Which areas have the most and which areas have the least?
The second and third have the most smoke. The first and fourth have the least.
Which one were you asking about, Crow?
and third?
No, which routes?
Second and third.
Oh, okay. So you want to go second and third because there's more?
Because there's more smoke, then it could be that they are still there and camping out, or it's a place they had raised and move on to other area. So this is basically a gamble.
High risk, high reward.
Huh?
So basically, Crow is saying that since the places that have the highest smoke are the second and third, you guys should go through there because either they're still there and camping out, or they've moved on to a different section of the city.
Ah. I mean, we can sneak down a third,
Yeah.
but I definitely think we should go in stealth. That way, if it doesn't look good, we can turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you guys roll your stealth. I'm gonna roll one for Johnson. Sorry. Very low stealth. Okay, well, that has advantage on
Wait.
it.
Yeah,
Switch it
hold on.
to
Let me redo that.
normal.
Sorry.
Well, you're plain and obvious to see as you stand right up.
Ugh,
Bruh.
I
Okay,
know.
I'm having you reroll that. I'm re-rolling thing. Soros, okay. Sora got a
Am I the
15.
only one with a 24?
So am I re-rolling?
Yeah, reroll.
Watch me roll something low again.
Don't jinx it. 16.
Oh, hell.
Or
Okay.
I also need to roll stealth for Lacey's. That didn't happen. That didn't also happen. There we
Just
go.
to be sure, bears at the inn, right?
What? Yeah, you
Just
got.
to be sure, we left the bears at the inn, right?
Yeah, you guys are still at the end and are now into thing. Golden decks. Okay, well there we go. Very high stealth. Okay, so you guys are pretty much in stealth and won't be that easily spotted unless someone gets a nat 20. And you guys make your way down towards the third route. And as you make your way down towards there, you can see that there's a heavy and sneaking about from the shadows and alley to alley. There are lots and lots of patrols. As there seems to be a camp right there.
Alright, Crow, what do you want to do?
How many people are at the camp?
30 people.
Okay. Is there any way around them?
Yes, quite a few. But the route, but you should be with caution as some parts are guarded since they expect people to be sneaking around. And also the rooftops are also guarded, so there's lookouts, so you have to be careful of those as well.
How many lookouts are there?
6 in total.
Do their line of sight cross each other?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't take them out one by one.
Yeah. And this isn't gonna be like, oh, that must have been the wind as someone dies.
That's just no. This isn't Skyrim.
Indeed, it is not.
I think we should go back and try to find a different route.
Yeah, I think we should take a different route. This is the gamble and I lost.
So, 2 or 1?
Well, as you guys are planning on retracing your steps to go towards the other routes, the route that you came from has now been blocked as there seems to be a guard patrol there. So you guys are now trapped inside this route.
Really?
How big are their camp area?
Hmm?
How big are their camp area?
Quite big.
Yeah, like the area. How big is it?
Uh. At least 4 blocks. Yeah, at least 4 to 5 blocks.
4 times how many? 4 times how many blocks?
4 by 4.
4 by 4.
So quite a large area.
So it should be about 20 and 20. mm, Okay, Ali, do you want more gamble?
Oh God. What do you got in mind?
We're gonna walk past the. We're gonna go around the camping area, and using some debris and walls, and going through a few buildings, and using them as cover from the line of sight. While I also casted this. So basically, all of us going to pass without trace and gain a bit of stealth bonus here, and hope we don't get find out.
Hmm.
What the hell? Let's go.
Like, all right then. I'm going to pass. I'm going to cast pass without trace on me and my companion. And do we need to roll for doing this, like the sneaking about?
Hmm. Well, you guys already got a +10 bonus, so you guys are practically invisible, as you guys have very silent footsteps and your shadows are very hard to be cast from, or like there isn't very big of a shadow to cast from you as light hits you. And you blend into the dark a lot more. So with this you are able to pass through the area from going from each side to there. It takes you at least half an hour to 45 minutes to eventually cross the camp area.
Okay.
And as
But
you
we all get across successfully.
yes.
Okay, dokie. Let's continue on our way, silently sneaking down.
Uh, as you do that, You guys eventually find another group of people, but you guys also sneak past them and make your way towards the keep.
Woohoo!
Wait, is the keep door open or closed?
It's closed.
Is Iglot outside or inside?
He's inside.
Hmm. Okay. So this might be a bit of a problem.
Quite.
We need to get in. So is there any? Okay, actually, no. Kira, do you have any idea? Any suggestions?
We could do a light signal to some type of signal to our team because they should be looking out for us. Or we could try climbing the wall. But I'm pretty sure our bears can't climb walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, I can shadow step up and give a rope for you to climb up and release, but the bears, yeah, that's another story.
So I think we need to find a way to give some sort of signal to our team without alerting the enemy.
Do we know any light signal?
No, not really.
Okay, we also don't really have a hooded lantern to do that. So,
Do we have any animals in the vicinity?
Besides the bears, no.
no birds, no rats.
No birds, no nothing?
No, considering that the city is currently under siege and on fire, the animals are kind of scared of either coming out or going in the city.
Okay. I could try going into the window, but I think I'm going to risk getting shot by crossbow bolt if I do that.
Well, you can't. Well, when you do get inside, you can say that, oh, I'm a friendly.
Are there any rats feasting on the dead?
No. The rats have other sources of food. They aren't that starved that they're gonna start eating
Is there
people.
anything feasting on the dead currently?
No. I mean, can't you use wild shape? Or is
Use
that
what?
can't you use wild shape and turn into an
Hunters can
animal?
use it.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
You
All
do.
druids
It-
have it.
Yeah, as a druid,
second-
you can turn into any kind of animal.
I thought
It's
that
a
was a
feat.
different.
No, it's a general skill for druids.
Just some circles are more
Oh.
specialized in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's also, I think, the main way druids fight. They turn into some animal and they go into battle. And when that animal is when they're shifting loses health, they go back to their normal form at their full health.
Okay, so your
Okay.
limitation now is no flying. Basically it. But
Okay, so if I become a mouse, I can probably get through.
no, I think you can just become a lizard and use your sticky paw thing and climb up.
or an insect. Well, actually,
There's an insect.
No, because insects would have to fly.
some can fly, some can't.
Okay. Currently you can shift into any animal that has a CR of 1 or less.
What about a cat?
That is indeed a
You
CR
can,
of 1 or less.
No.
yeah,
What
you
is a
can really
cat?
just shift into a bird if you want.
But it says I can't fly.
Since Ellie is level 7, she have a max CR of 1 per 2.
She's level 8.
She's level 8.
Wait, are we level 8 or are we level 7?
8.
We're level 8.
I said that last time.
God fucking damn it.
Well, I was gonna say if a cat is level 1, then I can go in as a cat.
Yeah.
A lot smaller of
Yeah,
a cat.
druids can wild shape to turn into beasts with flying or swim speeds, even if they're below level 8 and 4 respectively. The normal cap on CR still applies.
Yeah, so the
Okay,
so you
so
can
I can turn into a bird.
yeah, you can turn into a bird and fly. And Crow even
Alright, well let's
and
just do
Crow
that.
even if she was level 7, she can still turn into something that can fly because she's above level 4.
No, you need to be level 8 to get the wild shape improvement.
Yes, I know.
Alright, I will turn into a bird and try to fly
Alright,
my
no.
way over to find
Alright, well, what bird do you turn into?
Be an
I said a
owl.
bird.
Just be an owl.
Yes, be me.
Yes, because it's nighttime, an owl.
Also because owls have some pretty neat stealth abilities.
Mm.
I will go to find Johnson. Or Eglaf.
Alright, well,
Whoever I find first out of the two.
well, you're likely to find Eagle first.
Okay.
So, as a bird, or an owl, you fly up into over the wall of the keep, and you are now soaring above a very large encampment of people that are outside, that are inside the walls. And you manage to spot Eglaf. So what do you do?
Okay. I shall fly down a short distance away and turn back into a human. Or
Cat.
Tabaxi, sorry, Tabaxi.
There you go.
And therefore, I will then approach Eglaf and ask him to help me find someone that can open the gates for our comrades.
Okay. So, as a tabaxi, you find a hidden place and you turn back into your tabaxi form. And now, you go and find Eglaf, and you found him already. And he's somewhat surprised to find you there.
I explain the situation and ask for help.
Elias, you have now been asked for help.
Well, obviously I'm gonna try to help them get in here, so I guess we'll head up to the people controlling the gate and let them know more reinforcements have been found and are needing to get in.
Alright. You say that. Well, no, you asked the people at the gatekeep, and they look at you and they peer over the wall edge and find the rest of the group, and they open the gate while a squad slowly comes out of the gate, so you know they don't get attacked, and gesture for the rest of the group to come in, and the rest of the group comes inside the keep.
Can I go TT?
Thank you, gate guards.
And they close the gate. And the squad of guardsmen come back inside. You guys are finally reunited.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are finally inside the keep, ready to further go along and meet and plan out what you're gonna do next, and possibly try and retake the city.
Well, we should probably go meet up with Johnson since he's probably talked to the king by now.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do that next session.
Alright.
And this session we're gonna, and this session is gonna be over now. You guys, next session, you guys will talk to the king and plan out what you need to do and possibly retake the city. And be on your merry way of trying to stop a very large invasion. And also do some personal missions. Because I want to start.
Alrighty.
So goodbye everyone, see you next session.
Goodbye.